every single player on this server will die. Because I'm hosting a party that will end this server permanently.
What? I just got banned!
Because this server has gone on for 9 months, which is far too long. So I want to be the one to finally bring it to an end. And if I'm gonna end a server, there has to be a celebration. One final chapter in my story where I end on top. But this will be impossible without a super awesome party area to host the party. Okay, and now we have to make it 20 times bigger. Okay, this should be big enough to make some kind of trap, but what kind of trap? Well, let's just say it requires digging this giant hole all the way down to bedrock. And I wouldn't be able to do it alone. So I sent a message out to the entire server asking for help. And to my surprise, many people logged on to help me with my project. Meta, do you have an elytra? Would you mind TPing me up there?
Of course.
Please and thank you. Men are not from the skies! What's wrong with— But I really appreciate the entire server coming out to help me with this build. Especially since I was gonna kill them with the very trap they were helping me build. Whoops, my bad. But the new party area was getting a lot of attention, especially by one player named Caboodle. Hey Caboodle.
Hello.
So, what is it you want? She wanted to help throw the party by sending out the invitations and turning the party area into a trap, which, you know, was already my plan. So, Caboodle sent out the invitations, but a lot of players still suspected that this was a trap. Are you coming to the party? It's just gonna be like mini games and stuff.
And a trap, I'm assuming.
Wow, fun. It sucked having some members on my trail, but I wouldn't even be able to throw the party without the rest of the build. And even though the main part was done, we still needed 2 things. 3 mini games to play during the party, and an elevator to get to each of these 3 games. I gave Caboodle the mission of building the elevator since she said she was pretty good with redstone, and I worked on the 3 mini games. The first of which would be a parkour area, the second one was a boat race, and the third one was a duel to the death. Here, we just got like the parkour. It's honestly pretty basic. We got some like fence parkour, some slime block stuff, soul sand, so hopefully they won't be able to finish it too fast. And then down here we have a boat race. It has a bunch of landmarks that are super important to the server, and then if you go down this hole, you're on hard mode, baby, so if you fall off the ice, you lose. It's over. And then the last thing we have is this PvP area where everyone's just gonna like kill each other, I guess. And honestly, building all of this was pretty easy because in case you haven't noticed, I'm in creative mode. How did I get creative mode? I have a few spare command blocks, and these command blocks would be helpful in building an elevator to get up and down from the different games. What I didn't know was that Caboodle didn't know anything about command blocks, and so instead she had contacted an expert named Mr. Q. And Caboodle forgot to tell him that we have access to command blocks. So Cube spent an entire night figuring out how to do this with redstone, only to come to the conclusion that it was, like, impossible. So I messaged Cube myself, told him that he had access to command blocks, and he said he could totally help me out. The issue is that Cube doesn't even have access to the server. So I gave him access to my second account. He made fun of my password for a little bit, which was password lol. I need a better password, man. And then we got in a call. Looking good.
Very not used to this much red, but I like it.
So the server admin is kind of looking at it, so might be a little bit suspicious, but it's
What?
probably not an issue.
The server admin is looking at us. We're about to do commands. Like, I mean...
Don't worry. Within a couple of minutes, Cube managed to completely build this elevator. So, in theory, when I press this lever, it should...
Oh my god.
This is crazy!
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Oh my god, thank you, Mr. Q! So, this lever makes it go up, this lever makes it go down, and I have no clue what any of this does. Cube explained it, but like...
It's using an armor stand, and basically every single time a tick happens on the server, it'll place a floor of blocks. And if it goes down, it'll remove that floor.
Yeah, I just have no idea how, like, any of that is possible. Wow. But I don't need to know how it works, because at least it works. Well, mostly. We learned that the elevator goes down just fine, but if you try to go up...
So now let's bring it back up.
Alright.
So bring it
Oh,
back
okay,
up.
so when you do bring it up, it does
go
teleport
through
you through.
the ground.
But, you know, it's fine. Trust me, once the elevator goes down, it's not coming back up. With that, we added some final details to the party area, like these really cool ribbons, some paint splatter type things on the dome, and a freaking disco ball hanging from the sky. All in all, this party was ready to begin. Oh, wait, we're supposed to make a trap, aren't we?
I love how we're planning this in a Chili's. And around.
So, Caboodle and I planned to make the third game a trap.
So first step, right, is to put all the TNT in the wall.
And the second step was to turn this PvP area into another trap. The only issue with this second trap is...
I don't know how to set them up super well. However, I do trust Leowook enough to give him my account info, so I'll just give him my info, and then he can just log on the server.
Honestly, I don't like that someone who's not even on the server is gonna be building the trap, since it means a lot can go wrong. But with only 1 day left, everything else was in place. The main trap was set up, the invitations were sent out, and we also had a super awesome elevator. Everything was looking good, except for one issue. A player named Ashswag. He hadn't logged on the server in months, so to see him back was a little strange. And what was stranger were these Morse code messages he was putting in the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna put Ash's message into a translator.
Oh my god! Dude, I know you are seeing this. Not one of you will survive the return. Holy shit! What does that mean? This was intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. Ashswag was very powerful and not really someone I wanted sending me death threats, to be honest. You know what? I'm just gonna add some little details to my party area and not worry about the threats to my health and safety. But Ash's weird messages in chat got me thinking. Why would he even care about a server he hasn't logged on to for months? I mean, Ash and I have always been allies on the server, so why would he be sending me threats now? Unless he was doing this for someone else. Okay, this might seem like a wild accusation, but on Discord, you can see what songs your friends are listening to on Spotify. And Ash and Cab were listening to the same song at the same time. What does this mean? It means that there's a chance that they're in cahoots. They might be working together to sabotage me. I don't know, it's totally possible, and it makes sense why Ash would then log on if he was helping his teammates. I promise I'm probably not crazy or paranoid. Maybe. But I won't be able to end the server if I get killed first. Meaning that for now, my biggest obstacle was 2 Minecraft YouTubers. So I hired a spy to infiltrate their ranks and see what they were up to.
What's up?
Hello.
Okay.
I want this to go really smoothly, and I don't want people to sabotage it.
It's you and Delilah, right? Here's what I'm gonna say. There's no way a Delilah Died
okay,
video
here's
is
the
just
thing.
gonna be,
Here's the
hey
thing.
guys, we had
It's
fun at a
my-
party. That's the video. We're partying it up.
It's my
We're
party. She's
partying.
just giving me the resources.
There's no way that she's taking credit for my party. What? I built the entire party thing by myself. She has not helped for a second. I also learned that on the invitation she sent out to people, she said, you are invited to the caboodle party. She was straight up stealing my party. But if she's going to not help build any of the party area, not build the elevator, not build the mini games, not even building the actual trap, she was gonna get another friend online to do that too. And somehow this was gonna be her party and I was just getting her the resources? Nope, she's gotta go. If she thinks I'm letting anyone else end this server, she's dead wrong. So I went to the nether and started mining for netherite. If I was gonna make my own trap, it had to be bigger and better than anything I could have planned before. I then turned the netherite into enchanted netherite armor and weapon and saved all of it for the next day. I couldn't set my trap now because if it was discovered, all my plans would be ruined, which meant I'd have to lay my trap during the party. And I will make sure that every single player on this server dies. No mercy, no survivors, and no giving up. Welcome everyone to the last day on the server. Thank you all for coming out. If you wouldn't mind, make sure you're standing on the dance floor. That's the big black circle. You can't miss it.
I think everyone's on.
All right. Then without further ado, let the games come in. Oh wait, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. That was my So this wasn't exactly how I planned to kill the entire server. But remember how the elevator only goes down, doesn't go up? Yeah, that says elevator up. I pressed the wrong lever. Whoops. All right, sorry. Okay, wait, attempt number two. And without further ado, let the games commence! Whoa! Can I get some reactions? Wow! The elevator reached the first game, which was a parkour challenge. First one to the top wins. We're probably gonna let a few of you get to the top just to make the games last a little bit longer. So 1, 2, 3, go! And while they were busy parkouring to the top, it was time to set up my trap. First thing I did was block up the third minigame, where mine and Caboodle's other trap was. And the second thing I did was go to the bottom of the elevator shaft. It was so dark that soon I heard... And using the netherite I got the day before, I prepared an undead army. Eventually, we moved on to the next game, which would allow me to get even more time to build my army, a boat race. And before the boat race had even finished, my army was prepared. All right, everybody back on the elevator. We have 1 Last game.
I'll yell when to stop it. I'll yell when to stop it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Did we go past it? What the fuck happened?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Cab, you might have noticed something.
Oh, Lila.
Cab, you thought you were gonna betray everyone, but turns out I beat you to it. Good luck! Good luck! They call me DelilahDied, so it was only fitting that I ended with an undead army.
Oh, we did not discuss this, Delilah.
Did you have something else in mind? Did you have something else in mind for the Earthbound finale?